Make sure that is secure. It is. Sure this is working. We're going to turn on my screen so I can actually see myself. There we are. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Let's move this over a bit. Do we want to move this up a little bit more? That looks a little better. Hey, y'all. Maybe that's a bit too much. I don't know. But we're here. We have another week, another live stream, another unboxing. I am Justin, the Zilla, as always, doing our stuff, doing our thing. Another Friday, another day to talk toys, another week has gone by in this world of whatever, in this planet that we live on this plot of land, this thing. But don't like the new hat. I don't know if I've worn this on the stream yet. Hope y'all enjoy it and like the fit. Very basic, but you know, a fit nonetheless. Something that we're going by. But here's a bit of a mess. Don't be looking at that. Another day of survival. I guess. I don't know. But we're here. I'm just excited. I'm just ready to do another stream to hopefully chat with hopefully more of y'all here on the stream. I know it's been a little, yeah, I'll be honest, it's a little bit down with the streams. The streams haven't really been doing the numbers. The shorts have been doing great. Y'all really enjoyed the last one we did with with the little Halloween Godzilla kid who is right here. So thank y'all for the support on that, especially on the short. The Vaughn ain't doing great, but you know, it's just algorithms. It's just timing. It's just whatever's going on. But we're here. We're doing our thing. We're chilling. Big chilling. So yeah, another Friday, another stream. But yeah, oh yeah, did also want to mention here on the wall, as you can see, because I did talk about that I did move the Clone Wars, the Obi-Wan, the Black Series, Obi-Wan. Well, it's not technically Black Series, but it's Black Series, you know, scale. It's a part of that line technically, anyways. But yeah, so he's there where Donatello was. Well, no. He's there where Mousetrap was from the He-Man / X TMNT kind of line, because he was there. So he's there now. Donatello's here, and then Kit Fisto's here. And also, I forgot to mention that Scarlet Witch is now here on the wall. She'll be open at some point. I don't know when. Really exactly, because this is her look from from WandaVision, which is my personal favorite look for her. I did like her look. Can I zoom in on this one? I can. You can see her. Where's my finger? There it is. So where she's, hanging out there. So at some point I'll open her, but in due time, maybe I do like a little. Maybe I do like it a little bit more zoomed in. Kind of honing in a bit more. You just see the face. You see this mug, and it is focused. That's good. A little too much. All right. But yeah, it's a little wall update. I forgot to mention her last week, but cool to add something else. More Legends, really. Less Turtle stuff. Have to have variety. I mean, I still got Cammy up there. She looks great. Need to get... I think my plan is to do with those, like do another trio like I did last time with the previous two waves, where that would be Guile, and I think it's also... I think also with that wave is, what's his name? I can't remember his name. It's not Baraka. I think Baraka is like Series 4, technically. He's not even, I guess, technically out. Well, he's been out. In some cases, but I just haven't gotten him. But, But yeah, but need to get Guile, for sure. That's definitely going to happen at some point or sooner. But then I think it's DJ. I think that's his name. It's the third one. I'll have to look it up again because they have been kind of like, well, it's like we're just releasing them. There's not really per wave really anymore. It seems like it. I mean, because most people I think already have most of the figures because. Yeah, because DJ, is that his name? DJ or is like TJ or something like that? I don't really know, but he's cool. So expect those, especially her and Guile. I mean, like they're made for each other. Even though I think it's like, well, usually it's Chun-Li and Ryu who are like the couple, like the main couple. It's like but Cammy and Guile, like it makes sense because they're both army, I guess, people or just people who wear green. I guess she is. It makes sense that her name is Cammy because she's got like camo stuff going on. And anyways, for the future, for a future Street Fighter, need to do more. Probably get some, at least by the end of the year, if maybe. I think someone got Guile at my local. It's like I checked out my local GameStop and my local Target. They had some good stuff. I was just kind of like, kind of want to wait on spending too much because it's the times. It's now, and I've been getting other stuff. So there is a weekly pickup as always. So and it just came today, and I was kind of like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna be coming soon because I kept seeing stuff about it and other people were getting theirs or it's like or people were getting theirs at New York Comic Con. So I've been like watching a little bit about it. So it's like it's been getting me excited, but also I've been like, okay, kind of see what's going on. But did get the Mezco Toys Red Hood figure in today. Really, really like this packaging. Of course, the Mezco exclusive version has cool box art on there. All around has like the little logo, I assume. Okay, so this is just a box, so it's nothing really too complicated. So there's no like sleeve, but there's all your stuff there. But we won't get too much into it because since this will definitely be a stream. I think probably to start next month because because we are going to have a Halloween episode next year. Next week. I mean, and then there's also the little Mezits thing because I did order this from the official Mezco website. Did not go to New York Comic Con. I don't have that money. I don't have that free time. So yeah, but can't wait to get this. I have been seeing pictures of it and it looks great. So and as it says, 1/12 collectible figure. Featuring intricate tailored costuming and over 30 points of articulation. So can't wait to get this guy. I will say one thing I already one thing I already knew that I was kind of like hesitant about like getting this guy with is like I'm just not big on the bat logo on Red Hood. I kind of personally just like him just kind of basic. I'm just like just give him a basic vest. Or just give him like some armor. He doesn't need the straight up bat logo because I kind of prefer him to kind of be doing his own thing, kind of more of the original like the Red Hood story where he was kind of like murdering people and going against Batman and killing some villains. And Batman be like, bro, what are you doing? And then it's like, well, this is Jason Todd. After he came back from the dead, from the Lazarus pit, kind of went crazy, and then came back and was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna be the Red Hood because that was kind of like the Joker's, like the moniker, like before he became the Joker, kind of, depending on what the whole implication is. But there's the message, so we'll look at that. It's a thing. It's a cool thing. I shouldn't be throwing that. That's a thing. Okay. But yeah, so looking forward to this. He'll probably be the week after Halloween, I'm thinking. First week of November. What is that? Because next Friday's the 31st, and then Saturday Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that'd be the 7th. So November 7th, I believe so. Look forward to Red Hood. Hopefully I'm not working that weekend. Probably am. So we'll see how it goes. It might be second week. It might be, I don't know. It might be like a month ender or something. Because he's a big guy. Because there's it's a whole damn thing. But I haven't been working the weekends, thankfully. It's like, bosses kind of forgot to tell us that we were supposed to, but they're like, nah. Like, no. It's kind of like, it's just supply issues with my job. I won't get too much into it because it's boring. But Red Hood, looking forward to this dude. Getting him in my hands. Want to get some shots for sure of him. I mean, because I like the whole Bat family. Spiderwebs 18. Welcome. We're looking at our weekly pickups first. We're looking at the NECA Toys Red Hood, just in a box. He'll be opened at some other stream time, but welcome to the stream. I think you've been here in the stream. If not, correct me if I'm wrong, but welcome in any case. If you want to see anything or have any questions about any of the figures I got or anything you want to see specifically, I'll be sure to show them to you. Take her a little water. But yeah, but nothing really much else really for pickups. That's really it. Just kind of ready to get into this Ghostface this Ghostface figure that we'll be looking at. So it'll be fun, but give y'all a minute to kind of get your bearings. Do you have the Terrifier? I do not have a Terrifier figure, sadly. Okay. Yeah, so this is something interesting to mention. I did do actually a photo shoot with one of my friends who is dressing up as Art the Clown from Terrifier. So I did do a photo shoot. So I gotta put those on my on my personal gram, because that's where because that's where the regular like people shoots go nowadays. So be sure to check out my Instagram. If you want to check out this toy one, it's the same one as here on Instagram, and then that should be also have a link to my personal one where you can see potential photo shoots, pictures of that Art the Clown, friend guy, my man James. He did such a good job. It's like with the makeup. It's like because he did like all the makeup just by himself, like on his actual face. It's like it was a little caked. It was kind of like a dry day. So it's like so it was drying out, but he looks great. I love the costume. I love Art the Clown. It's such a fun kind of thing. It's like they have some at Walmart. Oh yeah, is that the I assume the NECA ones you're talking about? Spidey webs? Because I also know that they also have a like a Mezco one, like a 1/12 collective one, and that one's like all bloody. I kind of prefer to have a full cleaner, and I think NECA has a few variants of that, because it's like I know that because I know they have like a regular one, and then I think there's like a bloody variant, and then there's like one or two more that are like slightly different. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if they announce like a Santa Claus Art the Clown by the end of the year. And thank you for the like, by the way. So yes, NECA, which we're looking at today too. So all around, it's like the whole theme swings back around to all these companies. But definitely I gotta get an art figure. I need to get him an art figure. I need to see what he would want in his collection. He probably wouldn't really care that much. Yeah, but I'm like, you need to get the one, bro. You need to get the best one. He'd probably go NECA, because that's most of his collection, and just most of his like his horror collection. Because I know he has a Michael. He probably has a Jason. I know he has. I think he has a Chucky. And I know he has a lot of Godzillas, because because we're both nerds, so ton of Godzilla shit. Spidey says, I'm dressing up as Ghostface for Halloween. Sick. I think I did that. It's like I did Ghostface a couple of years ago. I still have my costume. It's just like, yeah, it's just in a bag in my closet, just sitting there because it's not really that great. Yeah, it was kind of like a last minute, kind of cheaper costume. It was like a one size fit most or all, but it was like a, yeah, it's like, yeah, but it was like way too big for me. Like I was like tripping over, and then the mask, it's like you could kind of like see my eyes through it. So it's like it didn't really work that well, but it was fine for the time. It worked for that moment, but I'll need to get an actual one. Yeah, because I feel like having like an actual like a Ghostface costume is fun. It is with the kind of like the spirit, even if it is kind of, you know, basic, but it's something. It's something cool. So yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, a Ghostface is always great, and you know, they have plenty of yeah, but variations and options. I mean, because you can have like a pink face, yeah, ghost face. You can do a devil. You can do bloody. You can do kind of like the decaying one. That's kind of like the newish one, I guess. Yeah, that they had in the last movie, which was like in New York. And I haven't seen that one, but I gotta see that. Yeah, but I gotta see that movie because it looks pretty good. I don't know if they're gonna make another one still, but um. But Spidey says, yeah, do you play Fortnite? Because they have a Art the Clown skin. I don't play Fortnite. It's like my friend James, who dressed up as Art, as I mentioned before. He does have Fortnite, and he did show me. It's like that they have Art the Clown. It's like he informed me on it. Yeah, and then he sent me like a video of him doing like like doing like the default dance, and that was kind of like, it's like, why does that work so, yeah, yeah, just so well for Art? He's just so ridiculous. But you know, he's a murder clown, but it's just a ton of fun. It's like, it looks so ridiculous, and I love it. It's like, I just don't have anything good for really gaming. I just have like a basic laptop, so it can't really run that very well. So it's like, I kind of stay away from gaming, kind of focus on the toys. But at some point, get a good gaming setup. And also gotta get good at games. I'm not good at all when it comes, yeah, when it comes to video games. I'm just like, okay, it's like I'm here to have fun with my friends. I'm not really here for competition. I'm not really like, yeah, I'm not really like there to kind of like get everything and get all, yeah, and get all like the stats and the points and be the best. I'm just like, I'm just here to screw around with friends and do whatever. Because that's what all my buddies would basically do. Like they would all, like yeah, we would all play like COD, yeah, back in the day. I think it's Black Ops or Black Ops 2 that was on the 360, and it's like, and we just played that, just like the multiplayer, kind of like, yeah, kind of like each screens, and I just always just be like the one just running around and just trying not to die. I'm like, yeah, I was basically just, yeah, I was basically just kind of like, yeah, just kind of like, yeah, just make my friends mad and not be last. So, my goals. Yeah, when it comes to gaming, it's like, yeah, the most like, I think like the one true game I've like 100%ed was the Wii Star Wars, yeah, a complete saga game. I literally have, yeah, I think it's like my second account on there because you can have like 3 like game slots or accounts on there, and it's like yeah, I remember like I did one run where I was just like, I was just completing, I was just trying to do it. It was the goal, it was the mission. Had to get yeah, but one of my friends to help me with the Tatooine, I think the pod racing part, and yeah, just because of how like impossible. It was so impossible for me. I just couldn't do it by myself. I was just like, I just can't. I can't do the, yeah, I can't do the steering thing. It was just so bad. But Spidey says if you go to a mall, they might have a double face ghost face, and there's a ton of more faces. Yeah, with it, you can take off the robe with it. Yeah. And yeah, you know, it's like, and with Spirit Halloween, because they have like a whole like a ghost face like section. It's like now they have a whole like a Terrifier Art the Clown section, and that's just everything. It's like you got plushes, you got weapons, you got the costumes, you got little props. It's just fun. It's just so cool to see specifically like a new character like Art the Clown becoming, yeah, becoming becoming a horror icon. It's just something that doesn't really happen that much. It's kind of all based off of like, you know, all these older, yeah, kind of like yeah, like all these older brands and older, yeah, kind of like icons of horror. Yeah, when it comes to the movies and other shows and media and all that. So which is cool. It's like, yeah, he's just a murder clown, but it's like he's a really cool murder clown. And he's weird. He's got a great look and he's kind of silly. And that's the charm of it. Because, yeah, I mean, it's like the closest like comparison would, of course, be It. Yeah, from Stephen King. It's like Pennywise. Yeah, which I do need a figure of, so in due time. But I know, but I know that they're also releasing a new series for that. I think that's literally coming out this Sunday, so can't wait to see, yeah, what's going on there. I think it's like It, Welcome to Derry is the thing. It's like, but I just recently had to watch, the first movie and also, the second movie, where it's like It and then It Chapter 2. So, and those are really fun. It's like I do. See, and then the thing is, like, I know that NECA has a ton of Pennywises, specifically when it comes to the first It movie. They have like 15, maybe even including, but Chapter 2, there's like 20 of that Pennywise, where it's like, it's different things because he does so much. And then they have one that's like this huge, like this box set where it comes like with every like accessory that's ever came with those movie Pennywise. But then they also have the Tim Curry one. So it's like, it's cool. It's really cool. And then that Tim Curry one, kind of the more, I would say, I think it is more accurate book-wise to how Pennywise actually does look. And I think he looks really, really cool. And I like the figure and like the little accessories and effects with that. So it's like, it's very, very well done. So I might, get 2 or 3 Pennywises to have different looks to see what's going on. So, it's like, and at least for me, it is so crazy. Specifically, when it comes like to horror monsters or horror kind of like icons and characters. That they've like rarely done like a regular like a person, kind of like any of like the cast from any of these movies. They just don't do at all. Like when it comes to the It movies, they don't have any of the kids. They don't have their adult versions from Chapter 2. Nothing. And I've just been kind of like, can we get something? Like you even have a good example, like is like I guess kind of like, okay, yeah. So with Scream, that we don't have, we don't have what's her name? Is her name Felicity Jones? Is that the actress? Who's Sydney? Yeah, so we don't have like a Sydney. We don't have a Stu. We don't have is it Billy? Yeah, because Stu is Matthew Lillard's character, and then Billy is Skeet Ulrich, I believe so. Yeah, it's Billy. So we don't have like the core main kind of like the 3 characters, or even like the whole like the friend group. We don't have like that nerd guy, or I think it was Stu's sister, the blonde girl. I can't remember. I'm gonna rewatch Scream anyway, so it's like I'll be more up to date on it by the time we get to next week on Halloween. But it's like, but it's just insane to me. That NECA hasn't, they haven't really done a lot of kind of like actual human characters from these movies, specifically, yeah, when it comes to Scream. Like, it's like, yeah, y'all need to do something else. Spidey asks, or says, if you stream tomorrow, you can probably get a Art the Clown by NECA. I don't know how to spell, sorry. Oh, you're good. But NECA is NECA, as it is on the title, as you can see, but you're good. Are you happy? Yeah, that someone else is, that someone else is in the stream. I'm always happy to have anyone on this stream. I always appreciate the conversation and the engagement, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to engage and talk toys and, just be here. Just be here live and talk toys. But yeah, it's like, but I don't stream tomorrow. I only do live streams on Fridays every week. If I can, if I want to delay it, I will. Or if I don't, if I'm out of town or am busy with personal things, I'll be posting a video. But usually I'll be doing a stream every week, every Friday. Time is kind of like in the air right now. I used to do a lot of my streams at 8 p.m. usually, but it's like, but with my schedule, it's kind of like back and forth. It's like, so I've had some, but Saturdays, where I'm streaming at 5, and then have like these regular Saturdays, where I don't work the weekend. That's the main reason why the time change is really, it's really like, it's kind of earlier at like 6 or 6:30 now, because I just kind of, enjoy getting these out here earlier. I feel like I have more energy, and I'm rambling on, I know, excuse me, but always good to have people here engage me and support the channel, support the cause, subscribe, like the video, comment what you want to see on this channel. As always, we're already like 27 minutes in, and I guess we can get into, do we want to talk about anything else? I want to make sure with Spidey Webs also, because you're here live. You're our one guy right now. Because because to be honest, the past couple weeks, algorithm hasn't really been doing too well for the streams, but I appreciate the engagement. It kind of like cycles through, and people got schedules, and the world is falling apart in our eyes. So I know that's kind of grim, but my opinion. But probably give you another half minute. But if not, we might just go ahead, switch our camera, look at our NECA Ghostface Inferno figure. See what NECA has kind of done, with their Ghostface compared to their original. So, let's switch on this camera over, and hopefully everything will be fine. All right, let's switch. All right. As always, it's never really lined up. I always forget that this is kind of weird now. We'll kind of get my lights going. I don't think they want to really chill for the moment, but that's fine. I think I can be content with that for now. Also, my camera is a bit wonky, to be frank. But there we go. Maybe this isn't the best look for this. That does look better. Can we get this light? Excuse me. I have that Ghostface toy. It's like, you have this guy? Yeah, the Ghostface Inferno. Sorry, it's like, I also kind of like, it's like this whole thing. Turn this down a bit so I'm not. There we go. A little bit better, but you know what? We're gonna switch this up. This all right? Is this good lighting? I don't know if this is good lighting. Or if this is even like a good camera. There we go. Excuse me. I'm always kind of like Oh, also my camera is not fully, hold up. My camera is not like fully. Oh, there we go. It looks good. Cool. Alrighty. Always got to make sure. It's always weird the transition because I have to change up my lights and all my things, my angles. But look at this thing. Love this packaging. You have the ghost face. I assume that is of the actual like the chrome head. Yeah, kind of mask on there, surrounded by some flames here that are kind of like a translucent thing. It's like they did some kind of like printing, and it's like it has like a cool kind of like a texture to it. So it looks great. And then you have your ghost face, yeah, your logo here, but with Inferno kind of all on fire. It has like the knife thing with the blood dripping at the F. And then at the top, that same ghost face Inferno logo with some more fire, NECA. Have your ages 17 and up, small parts, choking hazards. Don't eat it. And then at the bottom, have all the wonderful people who have made this figure and who usually work on most NECA figures, but they're really, really cool. Have your little barcode, your NECA, and real toys there. So if you want to scan that, see if it's there, feel free. On the side, some nice promo art of of the ghost face figure. Some more flames on top. He's doing the classic, like the wiping, the knife clean. With the bloody blade. The ghost face Inferno logo, NECA, your toys, and then have that same image of Ghostface. So all the same on there. And then on the back, have a bunch of promo images of Ghostface. So we're with the classic kind of white mask. And is that a clean knife? I assume so. I don't really want to look yet, but well, that might have blood on it. I can't tell. And then you have the kind of like the cracked, kind of like decaying-esque mask that has the knife with the blood. You have the devil mask head, with the pitchfork, and then you have the chrome mask head, and with the cloak off to reveal the underbody, the underbody, and also with the flamethrower, with the flame effect, and some little editing there. But Ghostface Inferno, very, very cool. Spidey Webs says, I think the devil mask is the coolest. The devil mask is very, very unique. I do like having the difference there. And then you have a nice big promo shot of Ghostface with the chrome mask on there, which is like their main one they're kind of pushing for. Because it's Inferno and it's there on the head. So there he is. All his plastic glory, has all the different masks on there. Looking pretty cool. Have the flamethrower with that flame effect. Have his different hands. And all his variety of little accessories and weapons. So yeah. I guess do we want to, hold on. Might want to make that work. I think that's kind of more balanced, isn't it? How does this look? Still kind of. Maybe that's it. That's what I'm looking for. Try to get my lighting all corrected here. Look at that. That looks way better. I know all like the reflections and everything with the lights, but look at that guy. Looks so cool. Maybe even different arms. He might have arms that are. But Spidey Webs asks, who do you think is cooler, Ghostface or Terrifier? Which one is cooler? I mean, probably like in any kind of like scenario, I think it would be art personally for me. I feel, you know, especially it's like like his whole story about, you know, being like, yeah, just a murder clown guy, but then, you know, it's like who did awful stuff in those movies. It's like especially in that first one, but then of course like he comes back and he's a demon. So it's like a whole different beast thing. And I think it's like I think that just kind of um is like having like that clown kind of thing of it to kind of be kind of like it's like where they're trying to kind of like normalize it, I guess, to you like as a yeah, like as a thing. It's like because you kind of expect a clown to be like all funny. It's like, but then you know, it's the twist of that. Oh wait, this guy isn't joking around. He's actually gonna, you know, murder me and do awful things. And essentially, like torture. But you know, who's better, Art the Clown or Pennywise? Hmm. I mean, if we're talking like pure power, I guess technically Pennywise because he can just kind of be anything, but he's mainly like goes on fear, and I don't really know if Art really fears. It might still be Art. Art just has the vibes. Like he's just so kind of like perfectly kind of like executed as a character, and I think the balance there works so well because of Art. You have the comedy, like on one side, you have kind of like his creepy but kind of basic design that works for a that works for a horror character because he's, you know, yeah, he's black and white. He's like the darkest and lightest shade, yeah, that you can be. It's like very simple colors and just kind of like it's like, but still darker. It's like especially when it comes to the face, where his face is kind of like all weird, yeah, all weirdly shaped, and he has like the fingerless gloves, and he has like the rotten teeth. So it's like, yeah, so there's definitely like an yeah, definitely like a specific kind of like I guess just kind of like it's just understanding. It's just a basic understanding. It's like okay, evil clown. Okay, it's like and he's actually like pretty funny. So yeah, and then also like he's kind of invincible also, but it's like but Pennywise, yeah, but Pennywise is kind of like I don't know. The Pennywise is kind of like it's like yeah, it's like you just do like the clown thing. So you're just a giant, essentially crab or spider thing, essentially. But it's still pretty cool. It's not bad. But I probably but I personally think that Art would be better. But Spidey also says who would win in a fight, Michael Myers or Pennywise, and Art the Clown and Ghostface. What, like a fatal four-way? Yeah, where it's like all four, like one-on-one. I mean, Michael wouldn't really care for Pennywise that much because Pennywise. Oh, okay, it's like, or are you like, yeah, suggesting to? Okay, so we'll start with Michael or Pennywise, and Art and Ghostface. I'm trying to. Okay, I'll just acknowledge. Yeah, but Michael, like, first of all, yeah, he doesn't fear anything. I don't think he would really care that much about like what they're doing. It's like he would either just try to just kill them or just not do anything and just kind of move on. Yeah, it's like because with Pennywise, like, but Pennywise wouldn't do anything to him. I don't think that he would care at all as to what Pennywise was doing or trying to do, kind of like scaring wise. It just wouldn't work on him. He wouldn't. It's like, yeah, it'd just be a no reaction. And that's what kills Pennywise. It's like, but Pennywise is kind of like, oh, it's like, but to kill you, it's like, I need you to at least like taste good because he tastes really, really, really bad. And I just don't like it. I need the fear because I don't want to eat you. You know, it's just weird. But then it's like, but like invincibility wise, and Pennywise would probably like get kind of like fighty. It's like with Michael, anyways, because he'd be pissed about that. But then it's like with anyone with Pennywise too, anyways. I think Pennywise would win because he can transform into anyone. That is true. But I'm thinking about, it's like, because I just watched these movies, recently. At least, it's like, at least the 2018, yeah, yeah, the 2017, and then also It Chapter 2. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, how they interpret him, because that's what I'm thinking of, yeah, when I'm thinking of Pennywise. And it's like, and he's just not really, it's like, I guess he could just murder people and be anything. But I'm like, it's like, I feel like he still has to have like that fear motive. It's like the main thing. I don't know. But Pennywise can be anything, so that's easy. It's like, but Art is just insane. But you know, yeah, they might be able to kill him. But Ghostface would definitely not win because he's just a dude in a costume. He couldn't compete with these guys. Yeah, probably it'd either be Michael or Pennywise, because then he can turn into Art the Clown. That is true. I mean, he could do worse things, yeah, than Art the Clown. I mean, he can do anything, literally. It's like he can do like the whole like the psychological game. It's like, and also manipulate like literally a whole town. So it could be it's like it could be taking place like in that town, just to give Pennywise a little bit of a bit, well, a lot of an up, because that whole town would be controlled by him. Ghostface wouldn't really know what was going on. He might just get killed kind of easily. Art the Clown would kind of like, I think, figure out the game and be kind of pissed about it, and just like yeah, and just doing the worst thing, and just trying to go through like the worst thing in the world. Probably do the worst things. Yeah, he can to Pennywise, and then Michael would just be like, it's like he just wouldn't kind of care, I don't think, or just kill people as usual. It's like, but they just stab people. That's all they do. Yeah, they stab or they gratefully damage people. A lot of talk about killing and murder. Not very monetizable, but what's in the season? It's Ghostface. It's Halloween. It's Halloween season, y'all. Chill out. Spidey Webs also says Art can be Ghostface because he can call all the other Ghostface. What? He could be Ghostface? I mean, but Art is kind of like a demon, essentially, now. He's not just Ghostface. He's not just a dude no more. Art can be Ghostface because he can call all the other Ghostface. I don't know about that. Okay. I think we're going to finally get this figure open. We've been rambling for a long time, but we're going to get our thing. Get our toolkit. Little here. The Mr. Basic tool set by Mr. Hobby. Shout outs. We're gonna get out our trusty X-Acto blade, as always. Also move down our camera. See the box. Get it here at the top. You can see that we are opening the box. Oh. Nice. Alrighty. Did that fall? Where is that? Jeez. Did I throw that on the ground? Where did that go? There it is. Hold on. We getting my X-Acto knife. Well, the X-Acto. We moving it along. Spidey Web says, if Art kills Ghostface, yeah, if Art kills, but Ghostface, he could put on the costume and call all the other Ghostface faces. Excuse me. I guess so. I guess Art could do that. It's like he could have a bit of fun doing that, but I don't know if he would wear the mask, though. I don't think he would be into that. He would just wear, just the costume over, or just the robe over. He'd be like, oh, the mask is all right, but, I like me. Still got to have like my top hat and everything, because that would be fun. We're going to get this open. There we go. You can see under the, yeah, but our flaps there are just more little flame effects going on there. Have your figure out here. Also want to show off the full box with that insert there, like a whole, it looks like a flaming house. Got our empty box now. Oh. Our little flame kind of building / house background. Pretty cool. And here is our ghost face. Looking pretty cool. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to look good again. I'm just always never happy with it. I feel like I just keep messing with it, and it's just like, oh, well, it's not as good as it should be. There we go. That feels centered, at least a bit. But yeah, but this is, yeah, so this is the whole figure here going on. Looking pretty cool, but we're going to get him out of his trapment. Spidey Webs also asks, do you play Roblox? I do not play Roblox. Spidey Webs. At least on the regular, it's like yeah, like I have made an account. I do have one, I know, but it's been super long since I've played Roblox. But yeah, here's our ghost face. Pretty cool here. Pretty sweet. So we'll get him out of his entombment here as well. Shall raise and lower. Move dust, move particles, cardboard and other things. Take off his cover here. Right there. Goes out. Will. Ignore that. This thing is so loose. Does that work as an angle? Maybe not. Maybe it's gotta go a little higher. Or we just do this. We'll do that. Okay, this looks way better. This looks like a more dynamic shot. I know it's very like, oh, it's just there, but I want the camera to look good. Okay, so we'll do his hands first. The footage gotta look nice, y'all. First, got his left holding hand and his right trigger finger hand there. Have his left kind of like just holding hand there, and a left kind of like a loose grip hand to go on there. And then with his weapons, am I missing? Okay, that's just to keep the air pocket. Have that pitchfork that we saw on the packaging, has some nice detail going on there. Also got to mention with the hands, excuse me. Yeah, some nice kind of like glove detailing there, all black. Has like a little, like a Velcro or kind of tie thing on each of the hands there, but they look good. They look all right. And then you have like your flesh tone that's under that glove there, but then you have, again, the pitchfork with that silver kind of painting, has the wood kind of paint texture. It also has some black kind of like specks on there to kind of wear it. Well, it looks pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Unique, yeah, a very unique weapon for Ghostface. And then we have probably just one of my favorite ones is the, of course, the little voice changer that he uses. It looks super, super cool. I know it's very small, but it's pretty sick. I know Mott. Yeah, that nail don't look too nice, but it's the main hand. How about we move it to this one? Yeah. Look at that. Look at all those little details, those buttons. It has like a little, some text at the bottom. That is insane detail, actually. I'll have to look this up, but nice color, yeah, on the buttons. They're not perfect, but they look very, very good. And I can't really complain with this size of small that they're actually pretty accurate. But the back here have like this radio looking thing going on here. Looks pretty cool. It's pretty nice. It's kind of, yeah, that's like your voice changer. So it's like, yeah, yeah. So it's kind of like that speaker kind of system. Then have, ooh, these are actually, okay. These are way different compared to the first ones. Wow. Is that, man? Is it really that different? I can't. Okay. But this looks so good. But this is the signature knife that actually has kind of like a chrome kind of plating to it. And does have the blood on there. It's like a different kind of like thing. It might be like the same kind of texture, but it's a different design on each. It's very unique. Looks very, very cool. Looks amazing. I love how they did the knife on this. It's very shiny. Have your hilt there with the black, and then have your silver on the bottom as well. But they look so good. The knives look like, oh my god. This is like, I love the detailing of the shine of these knives. They look very, very cool. And they feel great. Like these feel like actual like metal, kind of like plastic metal sheen. It just looks so good. And then have the clean, you also get a clean knife. It might be a little bit different design-wise. I can't really tell. But we'll show them both. I think they're the same. Yeah, so same exact sculpt, I think. Just one with the blood. But look how shiny they are. They look so good. I love these little knives. These are the best. And they feel great in your hand, too. They feel like quality. It's what you need. It's what you gotta get. Did I knock this down? Excuse me if I did. I'm probably like moving and I'm trying to get everything out at the same time. Ugh. Then we have two like larger blades. I don't remember these ones. These are probably from one of the later movies, but these are nice, just like a giant knife or kind of like a machete kind of thing. Just very basic, like all black, has like some little white studs on the sides. So, not bad. And you get a pair of them. I guess he's kind of like he's dual wielding these. I'm not really familiar with them, but nice little weapons. You have Madden, you have Madden 26 because I do. Well, I do not. I do not spider webs. Kind of wish I did, but you know, I'm just not that big into video games, to be honest. But then his last weapon, probably my favorite looking. Also get out the effect. Anyways, too. That one I have to push out. We'll first show off the thing by itself. Just want to get it out there. But here's our flamethrower accessory. The cylinder at the top, have the box, have the handle, okay, so it's supposed to be like this. So then you have the other handle. Excuse me, I'm not looking at what I'm doing. I'm just looking at it. I'm not really acknowledging it, but it looks pretty cool. Why is it that way? Huh? I think it is actually this way. I don't know. I think it makes more sense this way, but I guess it could work that way. I can't remember how this weapon goes. I think it was like, because what was it? It was like that, or was it like this? It was like this. So it's supposed to be held, I think, like that. So with the thing down. But pretty cool. Then you have these little prong pieces here. Can I leave the stream, please? I'm sorry if that makes you sad. No, you're good. If you gotta go, bro, I don't appreciate it. I appreciate the support while you can. I know it's getting kind of late for some folks. It's like 7:30, but not too bad. But it's a Friday night. Do what you gotta do. Enjoy what you want to enjoy, bro. I appreciate the support. Yeah. Nice little flamethrower piece here. Also have the actual flame piece there too. So nice design going on there like that. And then do believe it just, does it just plug on, or is it? Okay, because the little, like the prongs are pliable on here. Okay, bye. Bye, Spidey Webs. Thank you for joining the stream. Flamethrower. That actually looks great. I love the look of that. Oh. Yeah, that looks sweet. Yeah, and it does make sense, because that would make sense, because you just can't have it that way, because then it's like, oh, really, really cool. And I love the effect with this. It's kind of yeah, because it's like a full, like a translucent kind of orange there, and has kind of like, it's more of like a yellowish or kind of more of a clearish kind of end there. So it's kind of has that transition with that start of the flame. But it looks great. I love all these details. Another unique weapon, something I never thought that would really be included with a Ghostface figure. But it just works. It works so well. And then, of course, lastly, have our masks and our more kind of like separate heads also, as you just saw. The masks are kind of easily swappable. Well, maybe not this one, because it's kind of having a hard time. No, there we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So here's our first head, the classic, just all white mask Ghostface. And it's pretty clean overall. I think it is a little bit fuzzy, and especially on the sides. It's kind of like, it was like, well, where that sinks into the mask, those are missing a bit of white paint and have some black markings on the outside. So pretty cool. But they have a little kind of like an underhood, like of like the actual like the mask as a separate piece, and that is a different head sculpt there. So pretty cool. It has like little tassels down. So pretty neat. I don't really think about like the tassels coming down, when it comes to Ghostface, but if that works or if that's accurate, or we'll just see how these look anyways too. But it's just a different look, and you get a whole different head with it. So that's pretty nice that they would include that. So in case you want to display them as a certain one and then don't really want to deviate too much, you can just do that. I'm going to get this off camera so I don't drop this. So next we'll do our other head. Which is the devil mask of a Ghostface, where it's all red, all shiny red, and has the two horns there, but has the classic Ghostface face. But it's the same head as our first head. Should really get this stuff more in frame, should I? Get that. Get a little hint of this. Get all of that. Get all of that. And there we go. There's everything in that frame. Don't really need that much, really, of this one, because we're going to be spreading it out again, but that's fine. But yeah. But then there's our devil horn mask. Looking pretty cool. Really, really into it. Such a unique look. But it works. It kind of works very, very well. And then our last mask that is completely just by itself. So, into the thing that they are supposed to be interchangeable with any of the other ones, or that they can all work together. You have this kind of like this more kind of like cracked, kind of like decaying mask here. It looks pretty alright. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Pretty cool. It's kind of has like a ooh kind of effect going on there. That's kind of funny. Okay, then we're going to get out the actual figure, which does not have any zip tie, so we don't need to use our snipper today. Also, comes with the treat for later. Not really, don't eat it. For real. There's our empty plastic. Here is our Ghostface. Oh. It's all wired here? Okay. So I need to get some reference images. Because I need to see if I can get this hood to look as perfect as I need it to be. All right, let me grab my box real quick. Ugh. Also get into my full-on light. I can see when I'm doing wrong. I mean, it's already like way better than the first one anyways. But I'm just trying to get it to a specific kind of look, because that's what I'm kind of going for. I'm trying to go for what they're showing on the box. Especially like okay, let's do like the straightforward, kind of as our reference. I'm sorry if I'm doing this I'm sorry that I'm doing this off camera, but I want to make sure this guy's first look is very, very cool. Let me make sure it looks his best. That's pretty good. I think that's okay for now. I think that can work. The seam is just like so noticeable. That's like the thing. It's just the like seam is just kind of like not there for this, even though it probably is. It's just probably just cleverly lit and posed around. All right. I think I'm just like, I'm just messing with it too much. Okay. Here is our ghost face. Oh, let me get down here. Oh. Try not to fall. Stay there. All right. Here is our ghost face figure. We are going to turn the lights this way. Because he is very, very, very shiny. Okay. We'll get more out here. And I get him set up here. You can see what this guy's all about. Get our full view of our ghost face. Get more close up anyways. We gotta get way close up because we gotta see that mask. Look at that shiny mask. And this is the one that doesn't have the little one head, that doesn't have the dangles. It would have been nice to just, just have a pair, because since if you got this and you already made the two, with ones, you might as well have that, but I get it. They want to make sure costs are there. They can actually use this. Probably don't want to move this one. This one feels very, very secure. I think I could technically do it, but kind of don't want this one to get messed up because this is the chromed one, and you can see it is entirely chromed, so you can see my whole. You can see the camera. You can see me. Kinda. I'm kind of like, it's like I'm all in shadows, and then there's like my nice orange light at the top to add a little flavor. But it works. And works with our Inferno kind of thing. The hood isn't perfect. I think it could still use some work. I think I gotta figure out what to do to make it look a bit better. I think this is all right. Kind of just with that shiny head, it kind of distracts a bit. Maybe if I put on, okay. Before I do that, I had to go over the body, go over all what's going on. So he's got the whole cloth get up going on with the classic Ghostface mask, but with the chrome, has the underhood, has this hood that has wiring all throughout the front and in the middle, and some on the back of the hood as well. So it's a lot, and it can probably all work very well together, but I'm not the best with hoods. But this is okay. This is not satisfactory. I just shouldn't be touching it, but I'm trying to show it off. Just trying to get it to lay more natural on his body. And look decent. I don't know if that looks good. Is that good? That decent? That looks all right. That's fine. It's just, it's a ghost face. All right. And then you have the whole costume here. All black. Have these 3 little strands there. And then have your wires here at the front of the costume. Give them more dynamic range. Also still move your arms up a bit too to kind of get more range on those anyways. And then you do see the actual under suit there with the, I think, a bulletproof vest with some, with either like some studs or some bullets on there. I don't know what that is, but it's cool. Nice cool vest. And then just have some black kind of jean pants and then some basic brown and black shoes with some little strings there. So yeah, pretty cool. And then comes packed with a, oh yeah, with the little, like the pinching of the knife or like the cleaning of the knife hand. And then also just a, yeah, just a regular, like a trigger finger hand. So I guess if you want to put the knife in that, you can. But I do want to, before anything else, we are going to take off this head. We will quickly, hopefully efficiently, and be able to put it back on. Even that. We'll show off the actual body of the figure. Removing the hands. Oh. Okay. See how, okay, that wasn't too bad. Get that off. So there's our Ghostface hood. Also has the little ends there. Pretty cool. He's like Obi-Wan. He's like, oh, I no longer exist. Hood. But then this one, oh, does this one, hold up. Because this one does have the strands in the promo. Is that more accurate? Having the chrome one with the, okay, it came off pretty easily. Not too bad. Is that the way? We'll do it by the box, honestly. I feel it. If it did it, I'm gonna do it. Oh, if that head can fit on. It actually makes it way easier to not have the face mask on. There we go. That does look a bit better. Kind of works pretty well. I'm back. Welcome back, Spidey Webs. Trying on our different heads here. We'll get with the flamethrower just to do that pose real quick. And then we can also go over the articulation with this body here. He don't need that, does he? No. What does he need? He doesn't need this one. He needs this one. Just the double. Okay. I was here this entire time. Well, I appreciate it, yeah, but Spidey webs. Okay. Here's our... We can get him. Ghostface Inferno. Figure here. Fully unclothed. Just there. And so we'll go over the articulation. So at the head, have just a whole ball that goes down to the top of the neck, and then another ball at the bottom of the neck. So as you can see, you'd still get a lot of down even with these little things here, because you do have the actual chin there. So that's probably the max of all of the heads anyways, even with the one without the scarf. But goes up really far. Really, really good. Really nice. You can go side to side. And then you can do a full rotation here at the neck, also at the top of the head as well. Pretty good there, but the arms, I know they're probably going to be a bit tight. That's why I'm going to put them over here. Do not move the arm, it will not go as planned, it will twist. This one feels okay, I'm taking it very delicately. This one feels good here, it's just at the shoulder. All right, so I got one arm working, so I'm gonna work with that one. No, they are loose. They're loose? Well, mine are, it's around. They're a little tight, but you can go about that far. Go back about that far, not bad. I don't want to do a full 360 though. Shoulder can come out about that far. Don't want to push that. But pretty good. It still feels pretty smooth. It's not bad. Then you do have a single jointed hinge with a swivel there, and then each of the hands are either a up and down, or a with a rotation, or a what is this, or a side to side rotation. But you do get some paint flakes because they do paint every joint on these figures. On the hands too, because they were molded in black. I have that, and when I took off the cloth, the arms were moving when I tried the thing. But then at the torso, I'll let you continue your thought, bro. And then at the torso, you have another ball there, so you get rotation there. Kind of hula hoop action, but you can go forward that far, back about that far, side. I'm gonna put down your arms. Side to side. So pretty good, honestly, especially on that side. Pretty good. Nice. And then at the legs, I kick forward about that far, kick back about this far, kick out about that far. Basically do the splits. That's insane. Does have a upper thigh cut there as well. That feels very sensitive, and I don't like it. This one feels very smooth. Still a little clicky, but not too bad. You do have a single jointed knee here. Also, rotation there as well. Then have, I think it's just a rod with a ball there. No. Okay. So yeah, so it is a actual joint there, but you do have a, yeah, but there is a hinge there. It's just kind of not really that convenient, and I'm trying to get it to line up. But it doesn't really want to go that far back. And the feet I don't want to break. Because if they're the sensitive part, then I got to be careful. Because feet are never great on these guys. Okay, so far back is just about that far. That's not amazing. And then forward is only about there, so not great. But you do get some ankle rocker, but yeah, these feet are just feet. They don't really do too much. But he still looks pretty cool. I like the look of him. He does seem kind of like more muscular, but in this he seems bigger, but I think it's still like a good size for him. I think he looks great. Kind of like a tactical kind of thing going on here, but kind of like a more like a militia kind of thing. How about our reference? Okay. Okay, like that. So we'll get him to hold that. The flame. Okay. There we go. And there he is. He's pretty alright. Could use for a more, I guess, here, let's turn off this light to kind of have like a kind of thing going on there. Even darker, just to see how it looks. With just that. Like he's lighting up the whole place. Like all the orange lighting is like to the other figures. Just burn them all. Okay. Light. Alrighty. So yeah, so it looks really, really cool in this getup as they are kind of, I guess, showcasing it more like that, or even just, just in the costume. But fun to get that unique look for Ghostface. But we are going to be, well, I do want to try these on this one, because I feel like this kind of works. Having these bigger knives might be all right for these other holding hands. Okay, I'm trying to get this thing looking pretty good with these knives. Trying to see. Where he's kind of like. Sorry, I'm trying to get this pose right. Back here in the camera. All right. Sorry, I was struggling to just get a basic pose with this thing. Oh. And even still, I don't like it. That's all right. I know they're kind of like loose fitting. They're not really meant to really hold these, but they work. Okay, we gotta do it right. It's gonna bug me because he does have just a hole hand there. So hold on. That might be for a different thing. But then that's for that. That is for that. That's for that. What the heck? Oh, okay. So these might be for the... Okay. Sorry, y'all. I am like tweaking. But these knives are all right. But they're not the favorite. Okay, we're going to go back to our regular costume. Get these robes back on. I think we'll just start with just the regular ghost face head. Do that without the like the cloth piece, or like the the different mask with these hanging out. We're gonna do it in the white, but with the other head. I can't think of my words right now because I'm trying to fight this robe. There we go. Okay, got like paint on it. Just a little bit. Nothing devastating. It just came off immediately. It was dried. Okay. That actually went on pretty well, so that's fine. Not bad. I mean the silhouette's back. It's there. And we will put on this. Head on. There we go. You're the best. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, spiderwebs. I was concentrating so much. Yeah, you got a lot. No, they're loose. I have that. When I tried to put the knife in the hand, it would not go in because the arms were twisting. Ooh. Yeah, that's bad. In a week, the middle of the legs, the toy, it will rip and you can only use glue. I hope not. What what is your favorite toy in your collection? Um, you are the best YouTuber ever. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, well, I appreciate the compliment. What's my favorite toy in my collection? Oh, mm, probably. Hold on. But Ghostface looks great. By the way, he looks immaculate. Oh, favorite one in my whole collection. Um, oh, kind of going towards one, but then it's like I know there's another one I'm like really proud of, but I'm like, the best or my personal favorite. Mm, mm. Personal favorite. Okay. Ugh. I will show that off. That's a fun one, but that's not perfect. Um. Okay. So it is a Godzilla, if I gotta be honest, because I just started appreciating them more and more. The more I've been messing with them, I'm just like, oh, yeah, these are right. Like, yeah, all these are amazing. Like that Spider-Man, a perfect Spider-Man. I love it. But but the Godzilla is the one. He's the main dude. And I haven't seen, okay, before this figure came out, there wasn't a lot of like perfect kind of like, okay, so it's a legendary Godzilla, to be frank. But it is the Haya Toys Godzilla versus Kong Godzilla figure. Their first release. Hold up, Ghostface. Look at this monster. I didn't even think about this guy. And y'all brought him down. He always showing up. He's the king of the monsters. You have to a little darker. Okay. Which is very, very light. Cool. Just one little light. Can we get, do I want to do, can I get a little bit of, maybe actually a little bit more. This one needs to be turned down though. And this feels like a vibe. Can this freaking focus, bro? Look at this guy. Look at this dude. This dude is so perfectly done. This is like the most like movie accurate kind of like Godzilla figure, in my humble opinion. The camera's not doing it justice right now because my lights are all screwed up. It keeps, get them away. Get the lights away. Show him. Show the king. Trying to like block it. But there he is. Still not in focus. Godzilla. Focus up, bro. Look at him. Look at that eye. Can you get that? Anyway, okay. Look at that. Look at that. Still won't focus, but as close as I can get. I love that Godzilla figure. It's just it's just the most accurate kind of like depiction of this Godzilla that has ever existed in figure form. And it's amazing that they finally have made this, because there hasn't really been a good one. I don't think that Figure Arts has really made that many good ones. I do have their King of the Monsters Godzilla, and he's fine. He just kind of ages, and I don't know, is he even on the shelf still? He might have gone. He might have been packed away because of this dude. Because this dude is a whole stockholder. What the heck? So what do I have over there? I got that, and I got that. Yeah. So he is not on the shelf anymore. Yeah. So he's down here somewhere in a box. Oh. But that's the SH Figure Arts one, where he had like an alternate like Atomic Blast head sculpt, and it was all right. But I think compared sculpt wise, I think that this is clearly more superior. It's just perfect of a figure, and this actually is pretty good too. All right, Godzilla. Not yet for comparisons. You're not ready. But you're kind of a nice first edition, I guess. Even if unofficial. Okay. You are the best YouTuber ever. Well, thank you, Spidey Webs. And says, what's your least favorite toy in my collection? Ooh. See, I try to avoid bad figures, so I don't hate anything. My least favorite? What makes me the most mad, or the most kind of just kind of like disappointed? It's probably like packed away somewhere. Ooh. I guess of one that's on display. I know there's probably something that I don't like. I know. But I don't think I have those up really anymore. Because why would I display something, yeah, that I would hate as a figure? Maybe it's not like my most favorite, but it's like it's something. I'm just looking at my Spider-Man and my X-Men, essentially, and Avengers. Because all the rest is like, because Turtle-wise, I can't get to, and then Star Wars-wise, I can't get to, because this is blocked by my little table here, because everything is at the bottom here. As you can see, there's some DC in that corner. Superman, and the Cyborg Superman, and Batman, and another Batman, and Wonder Woman, and Captain Carrot, and then all that Spider-Man stuff. But yeah. But what is it? Oh yeah, but least favorite? You know, if I look in DC, nothing. I guess, okay. I would say like, of one I can really think of is the Nightwing. Is it Nightwing? Yeah, the multiverse, yeah, the McFarlane DC multiverse, Nightwing, like their very first one. Because that's like the Dick Grayson, the older Robin, right? Is that what he's called? I think it's Nightwing. Yeah, I think that their first one was just like, it's just bad. It's just not a good figure. It doesn't make any sense. Why is he this big? He shouldn't be this big as a character. But with ones like Captain Carrot and Martian Manhunter, they kind of make sense. They're pretty big, but they work in my mind, in my collection. And and especially like if you can get like some bigger characters, like I definitely need to get like a classic, like a Dark Side at some point, for sure, because I am slacking. Yeah, when it comes to other like DC kind of villains that aren't just Batman. I barely have anything for Superman, and even then, I'm stretching it because I just have the one, the Cyborg Superman. He has to be in the front because he's very different. And then I have like the whole the Suicide Squad figures, but those are pretty good. The Harley's fine. The thing it's just the fact that they didn't come with their guns. That's like the main thing. But I got custom ones. I got a whole custom kits. So they have them. They look great. They look pretty cool. But then, least favorite, I don't know. It's difficult. And I'm not going to get them out, to be honest. Because it'll be just a bit too much work. But yeah. There's our Ghostface. Excuse me. All right, but we're going to... What do we want to do? Fun one, I guess we could do is, because since we already have them... Okay, so we'll have them do a basic, kind of just a regular kind of pose. So we'll get the regular knife in here. Mauro Bastini. Hello there, greetings from Venezuela. Well, thank you. Welcome to the live stream. Mauro from Venezuela. Spidey Webs says if you had a choice for $0, your choice are Art the Clown or Pennywise. Probably Pennywise. Art, I don't think I would want to ever see in real life as a actual kind of like a thing of what he is. I'm good. I'm fine with never experiencing Art. Pennywise would freaking suck, but you know what? I'll take that over anything else. Because I can just bully the crap out of Pennywise, at least for a bit. At least maybe, probably not a dime. No, a toy. Oh, for $0? Oh. Excuse me. I'm getting all kind of like, it's like, well, what if I was, the person that they were chasing in their movies, kind of thing. Yeah, but for $0, Art or Pennywise? Ooh. I honestly would lean kind of more towards Pennywise because here we'll do the signature kind of cleaning kind of thing. How does this articulate side to side? I did drop it. It did kind of jingle jangle. I shouldn't be doing that. So it does kind of fall out of the hand a bit. Where's this the... Ah, this is the hand. It's pretty tight. But it is in there. I have to be careful with this thing. Might have to heat it up. But it's going to stay in that hand. Probably for all eternity. He's probably always going to be posed with this thing. Let's see my reference again. I'm trying to get this with the see, I'm trying to like get it, but it's like just not working with me. It's like it's supposed to. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. It's kind of like doing like the knife cleaning thing going on there. Looking pretty cool, I mean. Doing just your regular ghost face activity. Looking pretty cool. Kind of more kind of like a... Yeah. Kind of like a pause where he's kind of like, okay, I gotta clean this knife. Gonna get... Yeah, it's getting slippery. And like, and it kind of looks cool, so. But I probably like prefer them just with the knife, probably just by itself. But I'm trying to be a little more careful. I think like the hood is definitely way better than the original one. Just have to kind of make it work with this one. They're like an open hand. Guess I could do just a more closed hand. All right. Spiderweb says, who would you choose to run from? Pennywise or Jason or Michael Myers or Ghostface or Art the Clown? So who would I choose to run from? Probably Ghostface. Bro is not really that competent, and The costume just sucks, and he's just a dude or a girl, a guy or gal. So on Halloween, ugh, none, please. On Halloween, especially Pennywise, Jason, I mean, no. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad. It would just be weird. Like I don't really think of him like during Halloween, so I'd be like, okay. It's like, okay, nice costume. I wouldn't think that that's actual Jason, so I might die. Michael, don't never stay inside. Don't go. Yeah, don't go. To Haddonfield, Springfield. Don't. Yeah, don't go to that town on Halloween. No, wherever he is, do not be there on Halloween because he is like the Halloween guy. His movie is called Halloween. And in that case, kind of like it's like doing like I would also say like Sam yeah, from Trick or Treat. Do not go near Sam. He is literally the embodiment of Halloween. What kind of demonized? But there's our ghost face. A little dirtied up a bit. A little dusty, but there he is. Looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty cool, to be honest. I love this look. I love this. Great ghost face. Could even do have him holding. Here, I'm going to try to nail this out. Who did you fight? Michael Myers, but he wasn't a mortal. Art. Yeah, but he wasn't immortal. Or if he was mortal. Art the Clown, but he cannot be alive after he gets hit. Jason, but he cannot be revived after he gets killed. So they're just all, it's like, so they can all just be like, yeah, it's like, yeah, you can just kill him. Probably. I feel like Michael is already like immortal, but yeah, but if he was mortal, yeah, he'd be dead. He'd probably be dead pretty easily. Art, no, because he did some awful things. It's Art the Clown, so no, I'm good. Jason, but he cannot be revived after he gets killed. I think Michael's the easiest there. If not for him being like immortal right now, like, or has he's been until they just were like, okay, it's going to the bulldozer. It's dead. He's dead. We're done. We're gonna give him the alternate. Stab in hand. Yeah. Yeah, this mask looks way better. It's not as perfect as they're showing really on the packaging entirely. I think it's like it can get there. Just probably have to work at it a little bit more. I have to do some extra cleanup work or something. I don't know. Or I don't know if this is like a common thing with this figure. Like, oh, is this how this is always, or is this just a one-time thing? Now my wire is coming out. Starting to unravel. Oh. Can this please go in? This is so awful. Oh my god, it's just bad. Get her back in there. Okay. Jesus Christ. That was terrifying. Okay. Okay. I just keep just kerfuffing with the with the hood. I apologize. I'm trying to be like a weird ass perfectionist. But it's just not gonna be perfect. But it looks great though. I think it looks good. Aha. I actually have the thing, Sydney. He does look kind of huge here, but he's probably going to be a bit smaller. Or he's like coming out of like a closet like, I just have to like kind of pose him up, I think, a bit more. Maybe even kind of hide the body a bit. Yeah. Yeah, because that kind of works. That's the other way. Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, yeah, because it's... All right. There he is. All his ghost face glory. He actually looks pretty good here. I actually like that a lot. He looks great. Stand up more straighter. There he is. There's our ghost face. Classic. So good. Super cool. And then do just want to do just a quick one before we change them up a bit. Your mic is glitching. Is it glitching? Is it because like I'm moving a lot? Is my mic glitching? Please let me know. Because if I'm moving too much, then that's probably it. But we'll switch out the mask. I might be like over frequencing. To the clown because he usually pretends to be nice. I kind of want, yeah, that's what makes him scary. Okay. But Spidey Webs, yeah, you want to leave? But that's fine. I don't mind. But welcome to the other people on the street. Not anymore. Okay. Here is our ghost face with his more decayed head design going on there. Looking pretty good. I actually like the design a lot. It's pretty cool. It's very, very unique. What does work? We're gonna switch our mask back on though, because I do kind of prefer the white. And we will switch it with the devil horn mask. Okay, that's fine. This one looks pretty sweet. We'll give them a no, just that. What's the devil one? I'm back. Hi, Final Girl. I collect NECA and they do such a good job on Ghostface. All the time. Hi, well, welcome back, Final Girl. I'm back. I regret it. What? Why? What is going on, y'all? Look. Here's the NECA Ghostface. With the... Oh, come on. Is this the... No. All right. Oh. Getting our Ghostface. No sound? Oh. Hold on. Is that working? Hold on. Is this one working? Is this one okay? Oh. Sorry if the mic was bad. Oh. Hopefully this one is working. It seems like it. And this devil horned one, which is kind of hard to do the whole mask around, or the whole hood. Around. But it's actually pretty good. I do like that look. That is a very, very unique style. I really do enjoy this. So this is why people do multiple things. That's so cool. This is why this is a multi-layered costume, because they all look pretty cool. They're weird, kind of dumb. Some are real. Yeah, some are canon to the movies, but it's like it's extra stuff anyways. But it's cool. It's fun. I really enjoy this look for this Ghostface. It makes me want to get a second one, because this would be the other way that I would want to show them off, or do have like the silver face, at least to have the different like an Inferno specific. But I'm still a classic Ghostface guy, so we're gonna switch them on over to our classic and do our comparisons there, because that's where it's all gonna be known. What's all gonna go down. We're gonna be doing it with the, I mean, they're all bloodstained anyway, so I guess we just might as well do the bloody knife. Maybe if it's the right hand, which it was not. There's so much little paint flakes everywhere. It is insane. All right. And even the devil with the little knife, that's still kind of fun. He's like, hello. Oh. Someone's car is honking. I'm gonna mute up real quick. All right, I'm back. There was a horn going off. That was very loud. All right, but here's our regular Mr. Ghostface. Yeah. There he is. The Ghostface. Bro. All right. Here he is. Oh. Hold on. This geezer. And get this guy into shape. All right. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Look how. It works so well. Okay. There's our hood there. Not too bad. Sorry, I keep on fussing with the hair. Yeah, with the hood. Because I want to make sure that this guy looks his best. I think it looks alright. I think it looks good. Kind of how I imagine him. Zoom in a bit. There we go. We're going to clear off this table. Move all of our extras. Our box. Move that. Move this. Move this. Move this. We need to do some cleanup. But welcome to the Ghostface NECA live stream. If my mic sounds fine, please say so. Because I did change mics. Because earlier, last one was not working apparently. Near the end there. All right. There he is. Looking pretty cool. Get our accessories out of here. Might leave out this thing for a bit. Yes, it is good. Thank you, Spidey Webs. And welcome back to the live stream. All right. Okay. All right, doing our inventory. Him in the center, so. But I gotta say, overall, I love this Ghostface figure. It is a great, like, representation of this character. Works very, very well for what it wants to accomplish. Kind of, I think this is supposed to be something of like an older kind of Ghostface in some way, but it still works as the classic, and especially with these robes, with these new robe pieces. Getting a little closer. I think it looks just way better. I think it just works so much better, especially on the hood. Yeah, because I think that was like the main thing. That was like the worst part about that old one was the hood, but this one is perfect. I love this costume. And then the body is pretty, yeah, like it's pretty stable. And then this is way more, yeah, like breathable and kind of like immovable. It just works way too well. It works way too well. Okay. So I think we can go ahead and get on to our comparisons. Might have to kind of move this out a bit because some of the guys that we're going to be looking at are kind of big. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good. I like that. All right. So first one, of course, is going to be with our first. I think this is Ultimate, or their first just regular, like kind of like first go around of doing a more deluxe Ghostface figure from NECA is this one. I don't know if this was, no, because this is not the, what is it? The, yeah, like they're 8-inch. It's like, 'cause that one's like way different, but this one is like another, like a regular kind of NECA one. But the same thing happens too with the wire kind of starting to stick out of the hood whenever it's kind of trying to articulate. It's just trying to just move the cloth around. And it kind of like encapsulate the face too much. And just doesn't really look that great. It's fine. It's just like, just not as good as this. It makes me want to see if I can get the robe and the head and the knife onto this body and see how it does it there. Because I do like the size here, because this one is kind of small. Yeah, it is a little bit more skinnier, it feels like. Yeah, compared to this one, yeah, this one's definitely more stockier, but still passable. Because the clothes kind of like help with that look there. Kind of evens it out with everything. I might just watch Scream tonight. I mean, what else am I going to be doing? I'm going to be doing this shit. Talking about toys. And then there's Michael. Michael Myers. This is the Halloween 2018 NECA body with the Halloween 2 head. Because it looks enough like regular Michael anyways. I know it's kind of still kind of misshapen, but it's different. I think it looks more like the first movie anyways. But, you know, could also do the, like the full white head with the, yeah, with the hair detached. And then you can like swap the hairs and do all that stuff. But anyways. Yeah, this one looks cool. He does have a bloody kitchen knife. I just might give him just a clean one, just to have a little bit more difference. Because I think it would kind of benefit Michael more. I think it's like Yeah, his hand is kind of all bloody because, yeah, because this one is the older one, so his hands are all kind of jacked up, so, you know. But he looks all right. He's a little chunky, though. Could use for a little bit of maybe an update. Or maybe, get us a regular Halloween Michael Myers. That would be pretty sweet. Please, NECA. Be very kind. And then, what do we want to do? Okay, we're just going to do 2x2. I'm gonna center this a bit more. That feels way better. Because then I can do this and I can do this. Okay. Cool. All right, so we're gonna get these two out of here. Oh yeah, I also did, okay. Probably, I still might keep this one out anyways, as is, because I'm thinking that I can use, like, these, like, I can have both to represent both of, like, just both of the guys, like, from the first movie. It's like where it's Stu and Billy. So have those two kind of represented here, and I can pose them, and I can use him with other, yeah, but I can use this one with his other accessories in some way, so might work out. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, they're like just my two Ghostface, a slightly different costumes, or just the same costume, anyways. Well, it's obviously different because the front is not open, but anyways. Next comparison is with the NECA Jason Voorhees and the Mezco Toys Leatherhead. I know that Leatherhead's a bit tiny, but he's truer 1/6 scale. Yeah, well, 1/12 inch scale. He is 6-inch scale. Because he is 1/12 collective Mezco. But he looks great. I don't really care about the size. It's like even though it's like this does not work at all, it just doesn't really bother me. And I just like the Leatherface way too much. And then it's like, and then this Jason is just perfect. I like that he's just massive, just overly huge, and just been through it all. He is, yeah, he's been dead multiple times. And just keep coming back. It all kind of just keeps happening. Like, all right, I guess so. It's like, we're finally here. Is this the end? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, because it never ends. But these look great. I think kind of scale is kind of there, so these are definitely kind of a little bit older. That's like full human size, so kind of expect Ghostface to be this size. Maybe I need to get the Mezco. Yeah, another excuse to get another Ghostface. What a surprise here. Why did I move Ghostface? He's the one who stays. I'm just thinking about Ghostface, so my brain's like, oh, take Ghostface, because you're talking about Ghostface. Water break. Water break. We're getting there. It is 9 o'clock. We are doing good time. So then we have another NECA horror icon. Here we have Jigsaw from the Saw movies. Kind of has like the whole hooded robe thing going on there with a little like the little device in their hand. And then I have Sam from the Trick or Treat. He's just a little dude, but he is the Halloween guy. Kind of the last of the kind of less other kind of like more iconic ones in my mind, you know, when I'm ranking them on my shelf, or how they're displayed anyways. The next or I guess kind of like horror icons, I guess I keep saying, or just your classic monsters. So we have Mezco Toys Nosferatu and the NECA Phantom of the Opera. So you have all these robes and you have a bunch of wires going on here. So just pretty cool to see all these cool styles. I do like the sizes here. I think they work pretty well. Nosferatu could be a bit taller, but you know, I think he's good. I think he's got a presence, and the cape is great. Yeah, the wire work is pretty good on these guys. I do also want to kind of show off Phantom's mask with this figure, because of course there are different masks that a lot of these characters wear. Oh yeah, I even forgot to do the... Oh yeah, I forgot to do these. Alright. I'll get these out, I guess, too, because I forgot about this. I don't know what the other accessories would be, but I'm not really going to worry about them too much. Because it's like, oh, okay. That's my little pack I got here. For my NECA, specifically more horror stuff. Got it on my heads now to compare as well. First, we're going to do with the Phantom. So you have your different masks designed. It's just very, very weird, very cool. All right. Can you hear that? I don't think you can. There's just music. There's just stuff going on, so that's pretty cool. All right. There's your different masks. Oh, and then also for our last actual figure comparison of all of our more monsters and horror icons, you have the Four Horsemen Studios mask of the Red Death with these more intricate flowing kind of things going on here. Looking pretty cool. It has like the kind of candle wax type melting skull face on there, and it's really cool. But it has the same kind of just like the knife kind of thing going on there. It has the robes and everything. It's pretty cool. Kind of like more demon like in spirit, but kind of has the same kind of robes and disfigured kind of face and with the knife. So kind of parallel kind of elements used here, but they work so well. It's really cool. And then to compare also with the other heads that also came with the first ghost face, so the ones that actually match up is these ones. So let me get comfortable so I'm not just moving around. So we have both the decaying ones. So this is the first version and this is the newer one. See how different it is and how these are actually all sculpted in there. You can't really switch these out. Those are not meant to come out, so they just stay there in it, but very, very more different designs going on there. And then next I would say would be the white with the blood splatter compared to the devil one, because that's that same kind of overcloth, but this has the lines there and it's a bit skinnier, and I like the design is definitely more, I think, movie accurate. Then lastly have the, oh, this might actually be perfect. Well, he might just be that thing, because you have the green one. It looks glow in the dark too, so that's really cool. Yeah, so this is the, yeah, kind of like the what is it, the stab mask, and then you have our chrome one with the hangy downs, but might just use that. That's pretty neat, actually. I forgot about that. I kind of like that meta kind of stuff going on there. All right. So now on to our last round of comparisons. We're going to guarantee this cannot be connected there. So the next, kind of with our regular kind of humans and people and other iconic characters of horror who actually do have figures, who are just people, essentially. And then kind of horror adjacent, kind of Halloween costumes. So first we have, yeah, we have Kurt Russell from The Thing. I think it's, yeah, McReady or Reddy. I forget what it is. Or McCreary or McCready. I can't remember what his name is, but he has the flamethrower, as we saw with this. This had the other flamethrower. So you can see how much more basic that is, where he has the 3 canisters on the back. Has to have it held up that whole way on his back, compared to this where it's just in your hand. So pretty cool, neat little design choices there and how they do it there, because it's different eras and different times. So it just works. Now we'll set this to the side. All right, fix it. There we go. And then also have James Jude Courtney. Laurie Strode. Is that her character's name? I keep thinking of Loomis, but I know it's not Laurie Strode. Well, is it Laurie Strode? I forget. I'm thinking like Lois Lane. What? I'm thinking like Loomis, and it's like, no, not Loomis. That's the Doctor. I need to get him. They have a figure of him somewhere. I think it's like a 2-pack of him and Michael That's just like impossible to find. Or was impossible to find. Everyone just do... We're going to do 3 figures at the same time now. Get these. So first one to kind of show a basic kind of other NECA scale figure, have Casey Jones from the Farmhouse 2-pack of him in April. And then have the fold up Casey. Oh. Apologies. Trying to get this figure to stand up. Okay. Even like just moving her on her stand is stress enough alone. Okay. There's our Casey Jones figures to give you an idea. We'll get April. Because, you know, because they got their reporter. They got Courtney Cox. But this is, what's her name? But she's April O'Neil in the first TMNT movie and is perfect. I think it starts with a J. Has an H. Jude Hooge? I don't know. Hug? Jody Hodgins. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Jody Hodgkinson? I'm just saying nonsense. Okay. Moving on. That is not your name. I apologize immensely. You're a great actress. I love seeing that movie in the theaters. That happened this year. What the hey? All right. Time for another trio. We got the cop guy from Stranger Things, his season 1 figure from McFarlane. Have the black kid from the first season. Oh. Then have 11. The only reason why I know her name is because her name is just a number. All right, 11 in her, I think season 2, season 3, is it? Get up with like the crazy colors in the dress. So they're just people, so they can work, especially him. Him and Ghostface can work pretty well together. Kind of can work for pictures and ideas and just posing them. So yeah, pretty neat. Pretty cool. Need to get some more. Kind of like more other different type of like civilian figures somehow. Ones that just work kind of more better, more generically with these that aren't so specific, but still detailed. Still nice. Or, you know, they should just make all the characters. Just please make the characters. Okay, so our last comparisons gonna be with the, okay, I forget, I have to actually fix this one. Okay, the NECA Trick or Treat, Shamrock Shake, yeah, the Shamrock Mask, skeleton, and then the NECA Ben Cooper Godzilla costume. who we did just last week, who will also not stand apparently, who refuses to perform now, even though it's doing so well way back when, aka last week. What the hey? Okay, hold up. Oh. Bro, you're making Godzilla look bad. You're making me look bad. There we go. Yeah, these work super well with this guy. Yeah, those look so good. And you know what? Kind of ties into the end with Godzilla there. What we can do, because we did grab him earlier, can do this. So there they are, all four, all represented. Oh, trick or treat, kid. There they are. Yeah, with their little costume buddies. That's fun. I like that one. Alrighty. I think we're gonna call it good. I guess we can try to get our final shot here. Any way we're able. You're Godzilla, so you can kind of be like roaring in the back. Alright, we're doing the... If you had a choice to kill, who would it be? What? That was forever ago. Alright. Okay. Ah. Man. There we go. So who do we want to do? Definitely want to have... Get Jason in the back here, because he is the biggest boy. Get Leatherface. right here too. Sorry, kids. We'll have to squeeze you in kind of a little bit later. Getting too close. Okay. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta move for a sec. Y'all, this always happens. It's always this. It's because we're trying to be all cool, creative. And keeps falling down. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right. So that's fine. Get my guys over here. Sam there. Get, I think, Jigsaw here. Make a Nosferatu. Also could just do just the kids. Because they're good. Yeah, because I can do Leatherface. Here, I'm going to put apologies if that's just on my arm, but what if it's just, okay, you just go here, and you go here. Maybe if that's just it. Yeah, that's just it. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna need to fill out that other side. We have to have at least like one good guy in here. But this is a lineup, bro. Okay. Anyone? Okay. Think of anyone? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put April back here. I know she's not horror. She's not a horror character. But, you know, she is the reporter. So it kind of works with Ghostface a bit. And then do you want to do Laurie Strode? So I might move the kids up and move Laurie in here. Can this? This is not cool. What I tell you happens every time. Because I keep messing with stuff. Ugh. All right, mama's boy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have like something else. I guess we could just, you know what? Might be a sausage fest. We get Casey. I think we could get April in here in a better way. Well, just in the back here. You can barely see her. Oh. Well, quartz. Ugh. What I say every time, I'm fickle. And keep moving stuff. Keep doing things. Keep dropping stuff. Thankfully, things are not getting broken. Maybe. Let's see how this Godzilla is. He is decent. I think seen better days, but okay. All right. I think I'm done fixing and fussing. Just need to put a figure in this corner and call it good. And I think I know. I think it's just going to be Casey. I'm going to put him right there and I'm going to never touch him again. Whatever's down now should be staying down. Okay, that's pretty good. Not bad. Okay. But what if they have to, well, they all have to look that way. My stomach is rumbling. It is craving food. Just you all look that way. There we go. Okay. This is all right. We are all right. Did old Laurie Strode from the 2018 movie. Then it's a Leatherface. You with your tiny feet. But you look so good and you feel amazing. You are perfectly made as a figure. You caught Jason as there. Mistakes. Let me scooch you. Okay, there we go. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. What's left? Okay, the kids. Then we're done. Then I think we're gonna do one at a time. We are not doing both at a time. Kid 1, you can go there. Kid 2, kind of want to make sure Godzilla is more prominent, but he is there. But he looks great. There we go. This is what I perfectly wanted. This is great. This is awesome. So yeah. If y'all have enjoyed, maybe I do want to move Sam. Sam is kind of there. That's a little better. I think that kind of evens it all out pretty well. But yeah, hope y'all have enjoyed. This has been a fun little stream. Thank y'all to the ones who have been hanging out here on the actual stream. Specifically, shout out to what we have like our top fans, which is Spidey Webs at number 1, 175 XP. Final Girl, 27, 75 XP. Amaro Basti Anini at 25 XP. So thank y'all for those who are live. And thank you for the one who liked. You know, be sure to like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get to let's try to get to 500. That's the goal by the end of the year. But if not, 300, maybe even 400 might be something. I don't know. Might be crazy. We'll see. I hope y'all have enjoyed. Be sure to check out the shorts. Check out other past live streams. Check out the Instagram. Got Justin_the_Zilla and Justin_Rollins_photos. But that's a separate thing. So just go to the toy page because that's where that is. It's like the other things are other things. But you know. Thank y'all. Anything else? Any other plug? Next week, Halloween. We're gonna do a Halloween stream. Be ready for it. Nothing really specifically, I guess, spooky or scary or Halloween-ish, to be honest. Kind of something that kind of follows of a trend that we started the month off with, kind of ending with, and I think it works pretty well, but I'll kind of look through just to make sure that I know exactly what I want to do for Halloween, but I have the idea. I was going to save it for this, but you know what? we gotta do something different next week. So yeah, we'll see how that next one goes. So yeah, I think I'll sign off here. But y'all, have a good night. Have a good one. Be good. Yeah, be good. Be cool. Do you. Goodbye.